7:20 in Trinidad and Tobago, as we have an artist forum for you at this time of Thursday morning. We should, by the way, just to mention, we mentioned yesterday about some weather systems heading towards the Caribbean, not specifically to Trinidad and Tobago or Grenada. One has formed into a tropical storm, but again, we need to emphasize there is no threat at this time to Trinidad and Tobago or Grenada or its dependencies. So those are the islands immediately north of us. So nothing to worry about. But again, we always have to be on our guard and always have to be alert as well. So let's be mindful of that, please, as we move along. Well, as I said, for our Artist Forum, we're joined by Arnaldo Conley from Freeport, from where he's speaking to us this morning. In the music world, he goes by A.Z.E. He's a poet, writer, and singer who's currently working on The Gifts of God. It's an audio and visual project carded to be launched on July the 26th. And we're just into the month of July, so it's about 25 days away. It's aimed at addressing violence against women, a very topical issue in Trinidad and Tobago, in much of our region, in much of the world. Arnaldo, very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Fazir. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
And as you would have realized, when I was speaking to you off air, I was trying to work out how do you pronounce your stage name. So in case I got it wrong, just say it again.
No, you get it correctly. It's Aegle. A.Z.E. Eagle. It's
Aegle. Tell me how you came about that as your name.
All right. Well, my the acronym for my actual name, my initials, right? Because I have two middle names, would be A.Z.E, right? One of my middle names would be Ezra. And doing research for it, A.Z.E and Ezra, which is A.Z.E being close to A.Z.E, had very similar meanings, if not the same, right? So I gravitated towards the A.Z.E a lot. I liked it. And I was able to find an acronym for the A.Z.E that I'll be able to use later on in the music industry for certain things. And Eagle, right? My first name being Arnaldo, it derives from an ancient German sort of language, and the essential meaning is eagle. So Aegle is how I came about it after dissecting my own name.
All right.
And the spelling is A-E-G-L-E. Yeah.
That's a story by itself.
Yeah.
A bit of a video that we're showing in the background of our discussion as well. But tell us about before we talk about your own career and so on. Tell us about this latest production that you're working on that is to be launched on the 26th.
Okay, so this production came about. It was a small time in the making because since last year, December or so, I had the concept, right? I had like the inclination to do this, like a sort of a driver, so to speak. And it was really impressed upon my heart to try to do something, right, that would essentially immortalize the memories and the names of all the various victims that would have gone on, in various grievous manners because of the atrocities that transpire in our country, and somehow or the other has fit its way into our norm in society. So it was really burdensome upon my heart to do it. And from last year into, I would say, this year, February, March or so, when the entire incident with Andrea Hapman culminated it all, and the entire country was gathering around and rallying around, seeing supporters and candlelight vigils everywhere around the country. At that point, I was like, well, yes, for certain, right, I have to be able to do something about it. So what I did was, I got a small melody in my head about Gifts of God, right? That was the chorus of the song. And I contacted one of my friends whose father owns a music studio. And I was like, you know what? I have this particular idea, and I think we should start to do some things with it and get the ball rolling, right? So I went to the studio, I wrote up the lyrics and everything, went to the studio, I heard the beats, I fixed the lyrics to suit, and within about 2 weeks, we recorded the song. Now, from that moment, I was like, yes, this good, this pretty nice and all, but I want something to remain permanently in their minds. So I was like, you know what, the song is good, but we need some visuals for it. So I initially took a little video shoot at the waterfront, right? And I was about to launch it then, but I was like, it's still sort of imperfect. And my friend who I was consulting with, he was like, it really could do with something as well. So what we did was we contacted 3 people that we know. Well, it would be his sister, and she has younger children. And we enacted an entire skit, right? So it was an entire player storyline to go with the music video. And after much editing and so on, it came out just as how we would have it to be. Now, during the process of the recording and the visuals, what I did was reached out to all the various organizations that I knew that were major proponents for the cause. So I Won't Be Silenced, the Candlelight Movement, and Women's Lives Matter. I reached out to those 3 groups and I told them what I was doing, and I asked them, would they like to endorse it? Because I really believe that with their credibility and with their organization's name behind it, would be able to put something out there that remains indelible upon the minds of the citizenry. So that was the actual aim, to put something out there that would immortalize this particular point of our history, as well as the names of the victims and their memories, and something that would continuously inspire the drive to go forward, the fight to be able to bring this all to an end someday, hopefully.
Indeed. Well, that is all we would like to think. All right-thinking people in Trinidad and Tobago will be hoping will happen. So it is going to be launched on the 26th. What is going to be happening? Where can people go to? What page? What website for that actual launch?
Right. So I was doing a lot of consultations with the music studio, because of a launch of this spectrum or this magnitude, this is the first time I'll be doing something like this. So I did a lot of consulting with In Shade Productions. They would be the studio that helped me with everything. And what they told me is that, you know what, why not put it everywhere? Make it available everywhere. I was like, okay, why not? So on July the 26th, you'll be able to find it on YouTube, on Spotify, right? On Apple iTunes, on Google Music, and even certain platforms that we have regional restrictions to in Trinidad. Those in America and various places abroad would be able to access it on those streaming platforms. But of course, the music video itself would be launched on YouTube, and everything would be under my artist name, Aegle, A.Z.E, well, capital A.Z.E, A.E.G.L.E. Right. Once you put that into YouTube, you'd find my account. Once you put it into Apple, you'd find my account. Once you put it into Spotify, you'd find my account, and everything would be there.
All right. Is there going to be a launch at a specific time, or just when it clicks over into the 26th, it's going to be?
So the specific time we're looking at, especially for YouTube, is 12:30 at noon. So at 12:30 p.m. on July the 26th, the music video would be officially released.
And then at the time that we have available, Arnaldo, just give us a sense as to where you are at as an artist and your own aims and objectives. Are you happy with where you are positioned right now as far as your own career in that regard?
Not particularly. So how I actually started off was for a good couple of years. Coming out of secondary school, I used to do a lot of spoken word poetry. I always had a passion for the oratory arts. So I used to do a lot of spoken word. I did one for a WASA competition for my school. I participated in First Citizens National Poetry Slam like twice, Republic Bank's Poetry Slam, and I did various spoken word for various charitable causes and organizations. And I was like, this feeling good, it feeling good, I getting things done, but I was like, I want to do something more. And I took a look at the creative sector, and I realized that music, right, tends to, for some reason, have the largest impact on people, right? They have the largest followings, right? They are the largest influencers. So I was like, you know what? I would train myself, I would contextualize my skill, and I would start to go forward into music. So I made that decision like last year, December, and I did, well, this would be one of my first recordings, and I have another one that I'm working on to launch later on. But so for me, it's basically like you can say somewhat of a debut, right? Somewhat of a genesis, like a new beginning, because I'm transitioning from one particular oratory art to the other, and I'm just looking to go forward, right, with it and see as far as with all the various concepts and ideas I have for entertainment, as well as one of my primary objectives is to be able to further certain causes, because I believe a lot of people who have the influence don't shed enough light on certain situations that needs light to be shed upon for action to take place. So along with entertainment and so on, I would be pursuing that.
Sure, that's a very important point, Arnaldo, in that regard. And indeed, we look forward to see how things transpire with the launch just after midday on the 26th of July. And as we go, just remind us again as to where people can find all your work and what they have to type in to make sure that they
Yeah, so all you have to do is go onto Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, right? Apple Music, and type in my artist name, which would be A.Z.E. Eagle, Aegle, A.Z.E. Aegle, and you will be able to find everything, right? Once you hit me a like, a subscribe, or a follow, you'll be able to see all the content that is coming out, right, from this entire project, and more to come.
Sure, and we look forward to see how things go. Thank you very much, Arnaldo, for taking the time to be with us this morning.
Absolutely no problem at all, Fuzzy. My absolute pleasure, right? I love being here.
You're welcome. Thank you very much indeed. It's coming out towards 7:30, approaching 7:31 in Trinidad and Tobago. Time for us to take a look at the traffic situation out there. A bit of sunshine, a bit of rain this morning. Let's have a look at the traffic situation as we go to the break.